Standing by for orders.
Welcome to the hottest side of hell, Captain Mitchell. Prepare for heavy rebel activity.
Sir. You've got a Bradley to provide cover support. She's all yours. Closing.
Hi everyone, Roman Jenkins here. Welcome back to Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Today we're going to be invading a shantytown in Mexico City to rescue the President of the United States. So, all in a day's work for the Ghost team, apparently. We're also going to be trying to help out Salvatore here, but he's going to keep us abreast of his situation pretty much for the rest of the level every 10 seconds.
Captain, rebels have reinforced. I am greatly outnumbered down here.
Yep. He's going to be a constant presence in this level. Up until a point, anyways. He just likes to tell us how things are going along. And this is a very hectic level. He's not lying, well, the hottest side of hell thing, maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but it is a hectic level. It's difficult at times if you're not using your support correctly. Utilizing the squad and the vehicles is something I've touched upon a number of times in this in this video series already, and in the thread itself. But this is...
I need support! They're everywhere! We're taking casualties! Down to 2 effective!
Enemy armor closing.
This is really one of those levels where you have to use everything available to you. And if you don't, you can get really messed up. For example, when I first played this game, I had no inclination that I could make that Bradley fire on things. I thought it was a mobile cover unit, and this level would be the absolute worst for me. I'd have to have my Grenadier destroy the panhead that was right there. If I was lucky, he would do it too. And just, it was a brutal level without knowing I could use that APC.
Hostiles are hitting us from all sides! We are being overrun!
Like every 10 seconds, seriously. So our guys here are going to be kind of secondary to the Bradley. It's got a much better firepower rate and just has much better accuracy as well. As you can see, my guys are all going to be trying to, you know, I can nail this guy from further away faster than my entire team can shoot at him. So why would I use them over the Bradley, which seems to have some sort of grenade launcher attached to it? I believe I was told it was an autocannon, actually.
Moving!
And the Bradley is pretty much indestructible as well, so you can put it into fire if you want to.
They're through! We are being overrun! Ah!
Salvatore! Status! Salvatore! Damn it! Captain Mitchell! I need you on the scene!
I'm making a lot of dumb decisions in this video. For example, I'm going to be shooting people not from cover, and I'm going to press against this wall as a rocket flies at me. I've never seen that happen before, and I felt the need to include it here. But I'm not going to make you see how I got back to this section. You actually have to play through the level entirely to get back here. The way to handle this is to have the Bradley do it. As you can see in the screen there, he's just laying into that guy before he even gets a shot off. And then he turns slightly and shoots his buddy. Oh, I took that out?
Advance.
Yeah. Oh, here. The guy's like 2 feet away, still had to fire 3 times to hit him. So I'm making much better use of the Bradley here and moving my squad ahead instead of me taking point. It's almost always a good way to die if you take point. Unfortunately, my squad doesn't have the best aim or sense, so I have to shoot around their heads at times. Alright.
Let's go.
So we're going to keep moving our Bradley ahead. He'll spot a lot of the guys we're going to have to worry about. And the guys he doesn't spot are usually inconsequential. Alright, and we finally found Captain Salvatore. Right over here. Well, first we have to go have the Bradley do some work for us.
Captain, green light.
Like how it's tracking the guy through the wall.
Negative. That's a kill.
General, we are in position and need immediate evac. Salvatore is hit. It's bad. His team
Enemy
has been
armor
eliminated.
closing.
I've got bodies everywhere. VIP-1 is not here. Repeat, negative on VIP-1.
General Martin, your men on the ground should now have HUD feeds of VIP-1's last known position. It's a construction site near Mitchell's 20.
Mitchell, it's your ball game, son. Find and secure VIP-1.
On my way, General.
Okay, Scott, your objective is to reach the construction site and secure VIP-1.
It's just constantly touching that button up there. I don't know what button he has to hit that's up that top there, but it seems to be very important. Anyways,
Take the shot.
Salvatore's been hit. It looks bad, and the president's nowhere to be found, nor is the briefcase that has the nuclear launch codes. We're living the dream. And these two guys, for some reason, can't be hit by the APC. As you can see, if you look in the left there, he had full view of those guys. Just as he has full view of these guys.
Green light. Understood.
Oh man. I forgot how slow that thing can be.
Captain.
So, these guys in the road, they really have no business fighting against the APC, and I don't even think they're shooting at it. If you look at them, they're just not even firing on it. This is me being stupid again. I'm not playing from cover.
You're gonna be fine.
And you can still control the APC while you're healing a guy up or anything like that, which is just fantastic.
You're running critically short of time.
Yes, sir.
VIP-1's position remains unchanged.
Target
This is not
destroyed.
good. We need to pick up the pace.
Oh man, I keep trying not to talk over those guys, but it gets increasingly difficult as I'm just trying to state basic things and they pop up. And this is one of the sections of the level where the twists and turns really come into play, make it difficult to progress correctly without any real difficulties. So, as you can see, if I ran ahead with the APC, I probably would have been killed by that guy.
Mitchell, what's the holdup? We need you on the scene.
To advance. Good. On the way.
And there's a few others in here that just, if I had no idea they were there because the APC hadn't spotted them or I didn't send the squad in, I would be dead. And this can be a difficult mission if you play it like that. If you play it cautiously, it can be fairly easy and quick.
Advance. Moving.
So that guy injured has retreated a bit, so I figure we'll flank him. Yeah, that was a dumb move. First, I only see him panic and shoot. I was able to kill him. The other guy I didn't know existed until he fired on me. And that could have been the end of the level. Again. Two guys there. So the APC will refuse to shoot and refuse to move from here on out. And it's because we're going to be on our own for this. Yep, sorry, bro. I'm going to have to shoot past you here. 2 down. This is not the only time in the level I will have 2 guys down. There's still 1 guy behind here, so grenade it is. Yeah.
Stay calm. You'll be okay.
Let's get these guys up.
I needed that.
And once again, the glitchy menu system kind of plays against me there.
Be okay. Negative. Sir, thanks.
So all we have to do is rescue the president from some, militants. It shouldn't be too difficult from here on out. And if you play it slow, it isn't. Yeah, I'm going to make a lot about the sometimes difficulty of this game.
These streets are a mess, Captain. I can't go any farther.
No problem, soldier. I'll take it from here. In position.
Get a move on, Captain. Securing the VIP is paramount.
Anyways, I'm going to make a lot about the sometimes difficulty of this game, and it can be sometimes difficult, even in sections where you don't think it should be. Sometimes that's player fault. There's definitely cases where I've made it much harder for me to do things. And there's other times like that section where I couldn't see anything because of all the fuzz on the screen, and I had to kill 2 things while being assaulted in the dark that are just difficult because the game design was not... had some poor design decision, let's say, if I want to put it nicely. But this section can be a complete bear if you don't have an idea what you're doing. So for example, if you don't look for this guy and you soldier on through him, you'll probably get killed by him in the next section. And using cover correctly, all that stuff definitely plays a major role into how difficult this mission's going to be for you. And over there on the left is a false choice. It looks like I can go that way, but I really can't. And there's a few of them in this level. It's going to be a reoccurring theme throughout the game, but it doesn't mean I can't look for people coming that way. So we're very close to the president now.
Position!
But there's still a bit of a firefight to go.
Let's go! Moving!
Checking every window and corner at this point.
I'm here!
Yeah. Checking the crane too. I really do get paranoid in this game. Pretty much more than any other shooter because of the health mechanic and all that. Yeah, if you grab, say, Half-Life or something like that, there's always a health pack somewhere for you to grab. Even if it doesn't have regenerating health. And in this game, you just don't have that option. You need to make it to the next checkpoint or you won't have health.
Look sharp, Captain. You are now at the President's position.
Alright, one of these guys out here in case something goes wrong. And let me go deal with this.
Who you're screwed with, amigo.
In position!
No idea at all.
President out of the way. While our team gets into a firefight out there. There's a scripted pitched battle that happens right after we grab the president.
VIP-1 is secure. Request immediate extraction.
Excellent work, Captain. Okay, everyone, settle down. We need to arrange extraction. Blackhawk 4, status.
Escort the president to the APC. Be advised, we have sniper movement on rooftops at your position.
As you can see, the marksman has taken out 2 of my guys already. Let's send a 3rd one in to go heal.
Hang tough, Scott.
See how that goes for us. Alright, he's up.
Okay. Go and patch up that soldier.
We got 2 guys up. And what immediately happens, one of them gets put right back down.
Man down! Man down!
The president, as you saw there, ran right past me. And he will do that. His AI is the exact same AI the Mexican president has. And as I mentioned in those levels, he doesn't have the best AI. It'll just run out in front of bullets, get himself shot, get himself fired on by tanks and all that stuff. And he will just hop into your firefights, not even thinking. And that's a major problem because you can end the mission and kill the president. And it's not looked upon kindly, oddly enough, by the commanders of the game. But, even here, you can see he does scamper for some cover, but doesn't get all the way in. It's a major issue. Luckily, there's not a lot of escorting in this game. You can just kind of grab the guys you need to and pop them over somewhere.
We have movement everywhere. They have birds in the air. Repeat, birds moving toward your position.
Yeah, that was a scripted hit there, so I didn't take any actual damage. It's a helicopter flying over. And we're pretty much done here. So we'll just drop the president off and be on our way. And I'll see you guys next time.
VIP-1 is on board and ready to roll.
Mitchell, you need to ask the President what happened to the football.
Mr. President, I've got General Keating asking about the location of Captain Bolin and the suitcase he was carrying, sir.
When I last saw him, he was shooting. Then an explosion brought a wall down, and I didn't see him again.
General, the President lost contact with Captain Bolin during the attack.
We've got activity on the suitcase's position, but we're still unable to establish contact with Captain Bolin.
Mitchell, we need to recover Bolin's suitcase. Soonest.
Mr. President, they'll take you from here. Stop this vehicle.
Yeah, it's a funny joke I played on you guys. We're not quite done yet. There's actually another about 13 minutes to this level, and some of that's been cut out actually. I don't die in this section, but I made a lot of dumb decisions, and that led to me running backwards, backtracking where I didn't need to. But we've got to go pick up the nuclear football. That's the plot device in every movie that involves the president ever. And it's, oddly enough, very close. So, thank God. Right there, right? And we get a new gun in this coming moment, and I'll tell you more about that when we get to it. But did you notice how weird the textures are in that APC? President and all that always looks like he has gloves on. Anyways, gun camera. Yes. This is a fantastic little thing, It just puts a camera on your gun instead of a normal scope, so you don't have to look around corners even when you scope all the way in, and you don't have to get exposed. It's really great, and once it gets introduced, every chance to use it I use it. But I ran down the street because I thought that was a possible route, which it is, but it's blocked off right now. So let's see what happens with the gun camera. This is what it looks like zoomed in. It's a minor disadvantage to everything else, but it only does one-time zoom. Now the way I hold it here is exactly what you need to do to fire it around a corner. As you can see, I stayed undercover while nothing was exposed. It works great. And the issue, I should have put this down to single shot, but I kept it at full auto because there's not really much I have to worry about there. It's a short section here.
Advance!
But this is exactly what I kind of wanted in the last couple missions, where I was constantly undercover, but I had to pick my shots and when I could take them. Especially thinking that night mission where I had to go solo, and I was on those stairs trying to fire at people that I had to wait until one of the 4 people shooting at me stopped before I could fire on them, and even then it was kind of a game of whack-a-mole.
On you, in position. General Martin, we've established a one-way feed with Captain Bolin. Signal is not stable. Prepare to receive transmission.
Just give me a suitcase and we'll hand you over to the Red Cross.
Not likely.
As you wish.
Hold him! Hold him!
That's your cue, Mitchell. You've got Boland's position on your HUD. Move!
Oh, Carlos Ontiveros. Gotta make you evil somehow, buddy.
Destroy it!
So, as you can see, this is a fantastic weapon. I was a little sad it didn't make it into multiplayer, but considering multiplayer doesn't have a cover system, I can totally understand why it wouldn't be in there. Multiplayer in this game with a cover system would have been just a camp fest. I'm very surprised Future Soldier isn't that way.
I have a visual. Rebels have the suitcase. Repeat, Carlos has the suitcase and is getting into a helo.
Mitchell, we need that suitcase.
Alright, and now you can see why they gave us this gun camera. You don't really have a lot of options here. You're constantly under fire over that from 6 different angles there, and you really need to not have to worry about popping out of cover for anything. So we're going to run and grab this position here. I'm, of course, ever vigilant about this sort of thing, so I waste a few extra seconds just being careful, which I don't think anyone can fault me on in this game.
Let's go!
And sending my friends to die, of course. That's important. Now, what's great about the gun camera is it carries over into the next mission, which is the next solo mission. And that's just fantastic. You really need it in a solo mission where you have no distractions.
The football signal is now moving away from your position at tremendous speed.
Status?
Lost the football, sir. It's in rebel hands.
Mitchell, you will pursue. Am I understood?
Mitchell, we are coming in for an emergency pickup. Move to the extraction point.
So at this point, I ran backwards through this entire factory section to get to the helicopter. When it turned out, I just had to run over here. That's kind of annoying. This is the exact route I tried to take before that was blocked off when I came into this area. So don't ask me why this happened, but it did. Like, this road was what I ran down. Oh, and look, advertisements. This game was famous for a couple things at the time. One was the cover of All Along the Watchtower that played, and the other is in-game ads were everywhere. So I just wanted to point those out real quick. And with that, the level's over. So I'll see you guys next time when we go on our next solo mission. I think it's actually our last one, too. Anyways, goodbye. Anyways, just kidding again.
Scott, need you on a gun. We've got to take those 2 birds out.
Yeah, this level has more endings than the Return of the King, so just bear with me here. I'm gonna have to take out these helicopters that I don't think they're really doing anything to me, but they don't have the nuclear codes on them, so why are we wasting time with them? I don't know. And remember these sections we cleared out earlier that are now overrun with people? Yep. I don't know what the justification is for all these guys showing up, but they're here. I actually ran back here when I was trying to get to the helicopter before I realized I was going the wrong way. So those guys just kind of materialized. I don't ask for much consistency in games, but I ask for a little bit, you know? And these helicopters are just impossible. I honestly think there's points where they're only actually scripted to die, nothing else. Right there, we just flew through the rotors of that one. So let's bomb this thing too. And this is when the reticle of the game kind of comes in handy, because it's already, the donut-sized thing here is pretty much an auto-aim tool as it stands. So I'm able to just fire on that thing and all the bolts will connect even if they're not on center. And that's very helpful. But we've got one more helicopter to take out here. I have no idea where he went off to. Up above me. Jeez. And this guy is a joke on his own. So we're pretty much done now. For real this time. This is not a fake ending. Once this thing goes, we're pretty much gone and done with this level, and we move on to the solo mission. Which, with the gun camera, is not as bad as the last one was. Without it, it can get pretty ugly. But here we go. Alright. These guys don't really matter, they're retreating now that we did all that. So this mission's over. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time we go on our next solo mission. Bye.
Mr. President, our troops have contained General Ontiveros in the center of the city. All civilians have been evacuated. On your orders, we are ready to move on his position.
Mr. President, this is Lieutenant Barnes in the Crisis Center. We have a development that concerns...
They have the suitcase too, sir.
The suitcase only contains my idea launch codes. It can't put a bird in the air.
Except their possession of both Guardrail 9 and your launch codes may have a connection, sir.
The Russians and Chinese have detected activity at NORAD and have moved to a heightened security level. Given the current situation, you must go to DEFCON 2, Mr. President.
He's right. We have no choice. Move to DEFCON 2. Captain Mitchell, find that suitcase.
Consider it done, Mr. President.
The suitcase's tracker signal is being jammed by the guardrail. We have its last position tag 2 clicks out from your position. You should have it on your HUD.